Every person in your life was once a stranger to you, and until you talked to them, you didn't know anything about them. Many of us have a hard time talking to strangers, but my friend radio host Nicole from California has 7 tips that will make it easier for you to talk to anyone after watching this video. Nicole works in radio and loves talking to people every day. She talks to a huge audience that she doesn't see because of the 20 minutes that her show lasts. She needs to make the conversation with the listener memorable not only for her, but for everyone else. So in 9 years of work, she has developed 7 rules of communication. And so the first point is, the first word works like a gateway. Once you say the first word, everything else flows. We've always been taught not to talk to strangers, but everyone has a story. Sometimes we really want to talk to someone we don't know where to start. Nicole advises to just say hello or hi. There are many options. Gather your energy and enthusiasm, smile and say hello. What are you afraid that they will not talk to you? But you, and before you say hello, don't talk to you. So there is nothing to lose and you can gain a lot of things. Second, skip the small talk and ask a personal question. Nicole can't afford to have a standard conversation on the radio with hi, how are you doing? Okay, and you're doing well. What's new? It's long and boring, so don't be afraid to ask a personal question, within reason, of course. You'll be surprised how many people will be willing to open up to you. For example, if the person has an interesting name, ask if there is a story behind it, or ask how long the person has lived in this city and how they felt when they first came here. Nicole most often asks the person where they are from and where their family lives. Once, such a conversation with a cab driver ended with the fact that he decided to introduce his son to Nicole so that they could get married. So what starts with a hello can end with a marriage proposal. Talk to me too. Negativity is the best way to kill conversations. Don't get into a debate with someone. If they like France and you hate it, and don't tell them right away, it's better to say that their croissants are the best. Find what you have in common. If you start with something in common, you'll have a much better conversation. You may be from the same country or both, like my YouTube channel or something else find in common. 4. Make a unique compliment. People may forget your words, your actions, but they are unlikely to forget how you made them feel. Make a person a good, solid compliment. It does not mean to tell a beautiful girl that she is beautiful, and most likely she has heard it a million times. Find something special, original. At the same time, you must be sincere because people feel false. 5. Ask the person for their opinion. People want to be heard. People want approval. Again, it is important not to overdo it. It is not necessary to leave the person in an awkward position and ask him difficult questions. A question about how oil prices and the impact on the real estate market is unlikely to liven up any conversation. Ask the person about something general. What he thinks about the last movie he watched, his coffee while listening to what the other person is telling you. Listen not to answer. Listen to. This is a big difference. 6th, be present in the conversation. Some of you have probably experienced that you are pouring your heart out to someone and he looks at the phone. Do not be such a person. Really engage in the conversation is the least you can do for the person you are talking to, and keep eye contact so you can really feel the conversation. 7th, name, place, animal, thing. Memorize small details about the person. The first thing you should do is memorize the name of the person you are talking to. This is very important. There is nothing worse than if you see a person 10 times and remember only that his name begins with the letter P. Memorize the name and address the person by name. It will make a big difference. Other details are also important. Remember where the person likes to go. Names of pets. Remember the names of their children. If you remember little things about people and remember them during the conversation, it will greatly strengthen your bond. And so 7 points, let's go over them again. The first word is gateway. Skip the small talk and ask a personal question. Find common ground, give a unique compliment, ask the person's opinion, be present in the conversation, remember the small details. Remember that conversation is like reading a book. You can open any page you want, you can read what you want, and as much as you want, and each person is a good book. We are walking stories and you have a choice to look at the title or actually pick up the book and start reading. If you like the video, then put it up. What we're doing, then join us so we can do even even cooler.